trailer.
Great big living space.
Okay, so here I am in my camper looking like a mess because I'm trying to clean. And I wanted to talk a little bit about something that I've come across as I've been cleaning my new to me camper. I'm gonna see if I can make this turn around. Not sure. I'll know in a minute. Nope. Okay, I'm gonna show this to you. This is really hard. So I'm gonna tell you ahead of time. We bought the camper new to us, and the people before us had it for about a year and only popped it open twice. Before that, whoever owned it had painted all of the cabinets and everything white, which is okay, and apparently had some kind of little pretty in the door, on the fronts of the doors in the little door panel. But one of the things that we're finding is, as we're cleaning this up, and we've already taken a couple trips just to kind of work out some whatever bugs we're finding. No bugs, but little things that need to be fixed. And I'm in here scrubbing the cabinets down, because eventually I'm going to paint it, probably this fall. We're probably going to paint it. I don't know yet, but anyway, you can see my color scheme in the background here. But anyway, so I was scrubbing, and in a minute I'm going to show you the what's going on. There is glue or rubber epoxy or rubber cement or silicone or something that they used to put some kind of panel, or I don't know what else to call it, some kind of panel inside the some kind of picture or something in the panel of the drawers and the cabinets and on the front of the refrigerator. So I'm working on it. It's like really hard to get off. It is not fun. So I'm going to go ahead and stop, and I'll show you what I'm doing in a minute. So as promised, this is what it looks like so far, and you can see all of this is all this rubbery stuff that is really gross, and it's hard to get off, and it's on the front of all, it was on my refrigerator, it's on the front of all my cabinets. It's just really gross, and if I ever decide to paint, this stuff will not be good to have on there. I mean, I probably will paint, but so this is all that rubbery stuff, and you can see it, it's all over, and it's crumbly, and you can see it all, and I'm trying to keep it from getting into my refrigerator below, but it's just crumbly and it's gross, and I'm scrubbing my fingers off trying to get it off, and I've used, because I know you guys are going to say, well, have you tried this? Have you tried that? So you know what this is? This is one of those erasers. It kind of sort of works. And I'm using OxiClean, and because I need it to kind of scrub it good, and I'm doing this is how I'm getting this off. The other thing that I'm doing, which is not as good because I have to be careful not to scrape the paint off, is I'm using the backside of a knife, and I'm going like this to kind of scrape it to loosen it up, and you can see there where it's loosening it up so that I can actually get it off. This is not paint, guys. This is rubbery cement stuff. I don't know what it is, but where the paint's at, it's nice and smooth and painted well, and here it's crummy and sticky, and like they had put something in the door here, and I don't know what. But after this, I'm going to give you a pro tip that we have used being military, traveling all over the country, all over the world, for how to put something on there that you can take off that's not going to leave this kind of a mess for the next person, or even for yourself if you decide to paint later, or you want to make the pretties but you want to be able to change it out next year, or whatever. Maybe you want to change by the seasons. I don't know. But however you want to do it, I'm going to teach you a way that you can do it that doesn't leave you with this gross, nasty stuff left on your door panels because, you know, like the rest of us, we like our door panels to be cool and pretty, and maybe even the refrigerator be cool and pretty. I spent an hour and a half scrubbing this refrigerator door because it had that stuff all over it. I think we still have a little bit down there. You can kind of see where the bottom of this shadow, where it's kind of still there. I still have to do this one. Look at that. This is what that other cabinet looked like before I started cleaning it off. That's disgusting. It doesn't even look clean. And yet this is all that rubbery stuff on there. So I'm going to get back at it, and I'll plug something in here, a couple of pictures, and then I'll show you what you can do. Pro tip to make this an easier fix for the future if you want to change out your door panels. See you on the other side. Oh my gosh, so I got this one cleaned off. You can see it's a lot better. I did gouge it a few places with the knife trying to get the globs of stuff off. Well, let me go over here and show you. I did the same thing down here. You can see a little bit of a gouge there. Let me show you. They've got a glob of it over here. Look at this. They just, whoever it was, just put a big glob of this rubbery stuff. It looks, again, I think it's silicone. Or they just put a glob of silicone on here. Just a glob. And it's stretchy. You can see it's stretchy like silicone. And it's just gross. It's just gross. And they put a whole glob over here on both of these corners. That's why some of the paint was scraped off on the other side, because I'm trying to get this off of here. And well, you get the idea. Can't hold the camera still and do this at the same time, but you got the idea. And it's like all of this. It's all over this cabinet. There's more here. And I've started cleaning over on this side of the cabinet. You can see where it's starting to come off here. It's just gross. It's just gross. Anyway, I'm going to get it off eventually. I'm going to give you that pro tip I was talking about. So I promised that I was going to show you guys how to do this. And it's very simple. You take your fabric, cut it to the size that you're going to put in your door, and you buy some heavy finish starch. This one's Faultless. You might find a different brand, but that's the one I used. And basically, let's see if I can do this. I'll get my fingers in the way. Basically, you saturate the fabric that you're going to put in your drawer or cupboard door frame. You saturate the fabric with the starch. I mean, like, really get it wet. And then you just place it on the door. So I'm going to put this one here, hopefully in a way that it looks okay, because I'm trying to do it one-handed and it sticks. You can position it while it's still wet. You can move it around, position it where you want it so that it fits nicely in there. Hopefully you cut it to the right size. Cut mine a little short, but I won't tell anybody. But anyway, you get the idea, right? And let's say you decide that next week, and I made a mess, so I'm going to grab my rag here. I'm going to clean up my drip mess, because it's just starch. Just washes off with a wet rag. And there it is, all done. Now, here's the best part. Let's say you want to change this out for another season, or you want to wash it because it's getting dirty or whatever. All you have to do is, next time you're ready to take this out, you just grab it and pull, and the starch comes loose from the space. And now you've got a fairly clean space to attach a different panel, or you can just take a clean rag and wash the starch off the panel, and it is completely done. It leaves no marks. It works very well, as you can see, and they stay on really good once they're dry, unless you pull them and yank them off. There you go. So you can make them very pretty, and you can take them off very easily. This is the best way to do things. And those of you who might have an apartment or someplace that you want to put a color on the wall that it doesn't come with, but you don't want to paint because, you know, then you'll have to paint it back to the way it was, you can easily just put the starch sheets or fabric on the wall and then take them off and wipe the wall down, and it's done. Very easy fix for temporary to make things look pretty. All right, see you next time.